Hello there, I'm Jordan Owen, and as you can see, I'm still a fucking massive piece of shit. And welcome to the 7th and mercifully final part of this fucking trudge that can only be described as the Sarkeesian effect.
Meh meh, meh meh, meh meh, meh 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 meh, meh meh, meh meh. Me 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 me.
Now look at all these fucking childishly juxtaposed pieces of footage. Seriously, this is some really, really, really piss poor quality propaganda right here. I am a fucking asshole. Political correctness. Social justice sermonizing. Let's just ignore the fact that I've spent the last 5 fucking minutes doing nothing but sermonizing, because I am a hypocritical dumbass. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Right, hello there, this is Kurt Logan, rather than any of the fucking crazy characters from this film. The reason I'm showing you this bit is because this is arguably the most baffling stretch of the entire fucking movie. Right, Jordan's lead into this bit is, we don't need the social justice warriors, because look at what we've created without them. And he says we've created as if he's had any input to any of this fucking stuff, and he hasn't, obviously. He's never created a fucking video game, or any of these video games. After having just gone through a fucking massive bit about how, it's the social justice warriors don't know how to create anything. And he's never fucking created anything of worth in his fucking life. Not just that, but listen to this fucking shit music that he's put on the background of it. And there's just fucking minutes of this footage. And I haven't cut out him talking over this. He hasn't put any writing on this or anything. It's literally just this fucking god-awful footage. It's just game footage with this shit music on it. What the fuck is the point? This movie, Jordan, is over 2.5 hours fucking long. You couldn't have cut this bit out. Like, what point are you trying to prove here? What, you like video games the way they were? Yes, we know. We've watched 2 hours and 20 odd minutes of you talking about that. We get that that's what your fucking position is, you twat. And it's still going. We're only 1.5 minutes into this stretch and it's still fucking going. It's absolutely ludicrous. And again, Jordan, this is footage that you don't own, you hypocritical fucking dickhead. Yes, you threatened to DMCA me for using your material, even though you've used all these people's material, and only a few days after you threatened to DMCA me, you then used my fucking material from a different video, you prick. And we're still going. This is still fucking happening. Look at this. What is the fucking point of this, Jordan? This movie's so fucking long and shit as it is. You couldn't have cut any of this bit out. Yes, you like video games. We get the fucking point. And you wouldn't mind, but what are these characters aren't even doing anything dynamic in these fucking bits. It's absolutely ridiculous. Nearly 3 minutes in. And it's still going, and it's still going, and it's still going, and it's still fucking going. And you wouldn't mind, but at the end of it, there's no point to this, other than, I like video games the way they are, leave them alone. And we get that. You've just, like I said, you've spent fucking hours now talking about how you like video games and how anyone who's trying to change the video games is a piece of fucking shit. We get it. But no, it's still going. Well over 3 minutes now. Still going. Still going. This bit lasts over 3.5 fucking minutes. Nearly 4 minutes, in fact. It's so ridiculous, Jordan. You are the worst filmmaker ever, you fucking prick. Hi there, it's me, Brad Wardell again, for some fucking reason. And yes, I'm still a horse's ass. Anyway, I'm here to belittle Anita Sarkeesian by saying she was a tool used by these activist journalists. I then reveal why I have absolutely no fucking credibility on this topic whatsoever, as I say that Anita's video series is called Women in Games, or some shit. Seriously, if I don't even know a really basic piece of information like that, why the fuck should anyone take me seriously, Jordan? You utter fucking imbecile. Now I compare Anita Sarkeesian and Jonathan McIntosh to the anti-video game campaigners of yesteryear in order to try and scare you all. Even though I spent a good portion of the middle of this movie basically sucking Jack Thompson's wrinkly old dick, seriously, I lack any amount of self-awareness whatsoever. I then refer to Anita as a bespectacled malcontent, when I actually meant to say bespectacled malcontent, which proves just how much of a fucking stupid idiot I really am, because not only did I say it that way in the first place, but I didn't even notice it in the editing process. I'm such a fucking simpleton. I now look directly into the camera, presumably at the behest of the worst film director in the history of cinematography, and say that it's important to know the difference between reality and what's going on in your own online communities. And let's just ignore the fact that that's one of the main problems with the echo chamber of Gamergate. I now put up on the screen that Anita Sarkeesian didn't want to be interviewed by us. I wonder why that might have been. Maybe it's because I spent the last 2 fucking years calling her a bitch on my sofa. Also, it might have been something to do with the fact that due to the ludicrously childish reactions she received from Gamergate, it made her an international fucking star who wouldn't need to waste time on this 2-bit production made by con artist dickheads. I then go on to ask the willful propagandist assholes from this film what they would say to Anita Sarkeesian if they could, and their responses are a truly mind-blowing array of hypocrisy, doublethink, and outright stupidity.
Hello there again, it's me, Tim Meehan, and Kurt Logan still doing me in a Dalek voice. Now, Anita, don't earn your living from the misery of others. And let's ignore the fact that all of the leading gamer-gators do precisely that. Yeah, let's ignore that massive fucking double standard. Also, Anita, have you heard of the story of the little boy who cried wolf? Well, you're the feminist who cried misogyny, and nobody's listening anymore. And let's just ignore the fact that you have 200,000 subscribers on YouTube, and have spoken all over the world. Let's go in German now, this is mental. To have numbers, to huge numbers of people. And since this film was made, you even spoke at the United fucking Nations. Yeah, let's ignore all of that shit, because if we took all of that into account, I'd look like a real fucking twat for having said all of that stupid shit. Hello there again, I'm Mallory Nasrallah. You may remember me as the prick who allowed myself to be used as the female face of the slut-shaming of Zoe Quinn from earlier on in the movie. Anyway, Anita, I think your activities are destructive to women. And let's just ignore the hugely destructive role that slut-shaming plays in the lives of women everywhere. You know, just like the slut-shaming that I was doing earlier in the film. Holy fuck, I am a hypocritical asshole, aren't I? Hello there again, I'm Jim fucking Goad. And I accuse Anita Sarkeesian of being an intolerant person, which is arguably the worst piece of hypocrisy in the history of man-fucking-kind, as I'm one of the most intolerant human beings alive. And let's ignore the rank hypocrisy of me saying that in a film which was in part made by Davis Orrini, who is a neo-Nazi Holocaust denier.
Fuck off, you nigger-loving Jewish faggot, homo nigger faggot, Jewish faggot nigger. Ah! Roll the movie! Roll the movie! Oh, hello there again. I'm Karen Strawn. Now, I tell Anita Sarkeesian to get a real job. And let's just ignore the fact that this movie is being made by two absolute fucking bums who haven't done a day's work in fucking years. And in Jordan Owen's case, has probably never done a day's work, ever, in any case whatsoever.
Karen, can we talk now?
Yes, Karen, I've got something to say.
No, you may fucking not. I'm Karen Strawn. Ripe. I want to rape everyone. Ripe.
Now I give advice to Anita that is actually precisely the kind of advice that I need myself.
I want to suggest that you really do deserve and need to get some help. Whatever is driving you to push people and to harm people, and whatever drives you to provoke people and then to take their reaction and raise money off of it, is sociopathic behavior. And there may be help. I don't know if it's your childhood or your relationship life, but rather than just say something terrible and rude to you, I would like to urge you to please get some help.
You see what I mean? The hypocrisy and lack of self-awareness are truly stunning. Ripe. I want to rape everyone in the fucking universe. Ripe. Hello there again. I'm Mercedes Carrera. Now, Anita, you fucking bitch. I wish you would stop misrepresenting women, because as a porn star, that's my fucking job. I literally sell a false expectation to men of how female sexuality works for a fucking living, and yet I have the audacity to accuse others of misrepresenting women. Oh my fucking god. I also go on to say that Anita is selling a narrative and harming real victims, even though as a shameless Gamergate bandwagon jumper, that's precisely what I'm fucking doing. Also, earlier in the film I exploited a woman's rape for cheap political point-scoring purposes, thus showing that I really don't give a fuck about harming real victims myself. I'm a total sack of shit, and a huge hypocrite to boot. Hello there again. I'm Jack Thompson, and I have the dubious honor of having the last line of the movie, which is, "Congratulations, Anita, on not being a lawyer, because it means they can't disbar you." Seriously, Jordan chose that as the final line of the film. He is utter fail from start to finish. And then that's it, the credits roll. And we're going to have a quick look at the credits now, actually, because there are a few points of interest. Firstly, listen out for the fucking appalling music. It's not the usual music, the meh shit, right? It's produced yet another piece of absolute fucking trash. Even though he's a trained musician, has anyone ever heard Jordan Owen produce a good piece of music? I mean, I've heard plenty of fucking shit from him, but I've yet to hear anything even remotely sort of half decent yet. Oh, Jarvis Aureni gets a mention. No, I won't be doing a fucking egg bit again. For speakers there, read wankers. Hold on a moment, who's fifth down on the list there? Was that Sargon of Akkad? Oh, soggy poos! You little fucking wanker. You tried to distance yourself as much as possible from this one, didn't you? But the old line about wrestling with a chimney sweep and not being able to come out looking clean springs to mind. But another good old English adage is, if you play with feathers, you get your arse tickled. Booyah! Hang on a minute, didn't you criticise Anita Sarkeesian for using other people's game footage? Jordan, you little wanker. The more money than sense brigade. I wouldn't boast about that if I were you, Jord. What's that, Jordan? You using other people's material under fair use? You hypocritical sack of shit. You threatened to DMCA me, didn't you, you little cunt? Eh? Eh? Go fuck yourself. So that's that. That's the film done now. Thank fuck. This has been one hell of a trek. It's such an awful film. It fails on every fucking level. The lighting, the sound, the positioning of each fucking shot, everything about it is just appalling. It's an obviously fucking overproduced hit piece rather than an actual documentary. It's awful from start to finish. And Jordan Owen is such a wanker, and Davis Orin is even worse. So anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this series. Thank you for everyone for your support and those who've left great comments and all the rest of it. Thank you for that. And for one last time, Orine, fuck off. Prick.
Me 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 me. Me 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 me